Hi guys, so I'm not going to be in this video much. This is mainly going to be a video of what I think you should have on hand before you have the skin removal surgery. I'm going to post a link to everything. I mainly just use Amazon, but please, if you can find it cheaper somewhere else, Walmart is good, the dollar store is good. Just these are things that I found that before, during, and now it's 6 weeks after surgery, these things have saved my life, or I wish that I would have had them on hand to save my life. And please excuse my voice in this video because I just woke up and I've only had 2 sips of coffee. So these are everything. I do have a list over there of the things that are not in this video that I will go over. But for coming home, we'll start over here. You need to make sure that you're hydrated. For those of us who hate water, like me, because I'm weird, Powerade Zero. Also, if you're on the keto diet, you know that the Powerade Zero is life. It also has, electrolytes that you're gonna need. So make sure you get some Powerade Zero. The next thing is very important. I had a very bad experience with constipation. So Docalax or Miralax, you see I got the off-brand because it's cheaper. It all does the same thing. So make sure that you take your Miralax or the stool softener one every day that you are on the narcotics, even for like a day or two after that. So as long as you are taking something for pain, please take the Miralax every day. Even if you forget, mix the Miralax in the Powerade, you won't even taste it, I swear. Like I said, I had a very, very bad experience. I didn't think about it. It had been 2 or 3 days since a bowel movement, and it was painful, and I almost busted my stitches, and it was just, it's a lot. So just take my word for it without going into detail. Take that. The next thing you're going to use for a very long time, so get the cheapest version of petroleum jelly. It's going to make you feel so much better, but you're going to put it along your incision. It's the only thing that won't burn or hurt. They told me to start using it when the first drain was removed. She saw that part of my glue on the right side was starting to come up. And in my last video, I showed you what happens if you peel that too early. So please don't do what I did. There's nothing wrong with me now for it, but put the petroleum jelly on. It will help soften that glue and let it peel on its own. And it also just feels great to have something soft and smooth in that area. I would just literally, I only take Tylenol because of my gastric sleeve. I do not take Advil or anything. We're not supposed to take any NSAIDs. So I just get some Tylenol extra strength, or if you wanted just any pain reliever, honestly, an extra strength pain reliever. This will help you for those times that you do not want to take the pain med that was prescribed to you. So if you're doing things throughout the day, or if you have your kid with you and you can't pop a Percocet, the Tylenol, it really will help you get through a few hours before you need to take your pain med. Or I would wait on the lotion. The day after surgery, you can take a shower. Okay, they tell you can use whatever body wash you have. From personal experience, get something with skin relief, because the tape that you're going to use is going to leave your skin irritated, and you are going to be itchy beyond all belief. So my daughter has eczema, so I always have Aveeno in the shower, so I just used a lot of hers and replaced it. But I like Aveeno. That's just because what I use on her, and it just worked better. Something with skin relief, because you're going to want to dig at your skin, especially when the glue comes off and it's starting to heal itself. The itch is beyond compare. Like, I can't even describe. So I would get something with skin relief. Also, if you still have, what I didn't put in this video is Hibiclens. Before surgery, they want you to have Hibiclens. They want you to have some type of antibacterial soap. So she said any type of like Dove or something. So I always just go ahead and get a bottle of Hibiclens because it makes me feel like I'm going in there super sterile. If you still have some of that left over, I used that for the first like 4 days that I was allowed to shower. I just dripped the Hibiclens over the incision and just kind of let the water run over it because it's going to be a little tender. You can't put the water directly on the incision. So just put it on your stomach and let it roll down where it needs to be. And it does the job. So I use Hibiclens. I also put in here on this side from when I had my boo-boo. This is hand soap, but it's antibacterial. This is fine. I put this in the shower, like instead of washing our hands with it, I washed my body with it. So something like that. The Vaseline I would save for after you have the drains removed, but while the incision is still there and you still have all the glue and everything, you can use this above and below the incision where the tape was because it's still going to be irritated. That was the next thing is the surgical tape. Get a lot of this. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but try to get like a pack of however many you can. It's not going to be a waste of money. You will use it. This is probably my 5th one, no joke. It was bigger than this. So that I would get the kind that is going to stick to you. So some of those kinds that are the ones that say they're good for sensitive skin, they don't really have a good stickiness to them. But try to get one that's a little bit sensitive because when you take it off, it is going to take your skin with it. I had so many red marks everywhere and broke out in dry skin because of the tape. So that Vaseline is good for that. So those two kind of go hand in hand. Also, besides the tape, not gonna lie, the doctor told me about this. Go to whatever store, the Dollar Tree or something, get the cheapest, hugest pack of Maxi pads that you can find. The ones that have the stick on the back, but not wings. Wings, I got the wings by accident, and my husband's actually the one that did great because I sent him into Food Lion, told him to find the biggest pack of whatever just without wings, and he came out with this. So I don't know how much it was, but I'm sure you can get them from the dollar store, but you're going to want to make sure that you get the kind. You're going to want to make sure that you get the kind, like, see this, it's super thick. Please don't get the thin ones, believe me. Just trust me on this one. Get the kind that has a sticky on the back because that's going to be great for when you can't use tape or don't want to use tape. I still sometimes will use the Maxi pads, even though I'm almost fully healed on the outside anyway. It adds so much cushion. Like, it feels so much better. So this is great because you put this directly on your incision. It won't stick to it. It doesn't hurt. And then this part here can go where your binder is going to be. So it sticks to itself. I still used this with this, and we kind of made like a makeshift, like tape a bunch of these together type of thing. And then I'll put a little piece like here to stick it to like my thigh. That way it doesn't move around too much. So those kind of go hand in hand. So just the cheapest thing of Maxi pads you can get without wings goes hand in hand with this. Now, gauze pads, this is all I have left, is small. Do yourself a favor and beforehand either ask the doctor for some. They'll give you some, but get the largest gauze pads and get a lot of them. Like, these two things, you can't buy too many of. Like, just trust me. So these, you will be leaking for a while. Like, I actually, I ended up messing up part of my incision a couple weeks ago. I'll talk about that, but I ended up opening a certain area. So even to this point, there was still like blood coming out. There's pus. It's really gross. So when you don't have to wear the binder anymore, you're still going to want to maybe put some gauze pads. Now, also when they take those drains out, I don't have a picture of it, but you're going to want to get one of those big, like those big band-aids they use for the for like your knee. Those are good. The only issue is if your pubic hair, obviously, I shaved completely bald, but it does grow back. So band-aids are not really the best in that area. So I find that putting a huge piece of gauze over where the drain was, because they're going to do that when they take it out of you, but you're going to have to change it. So get the biggest piece, hopefully it covers both drain holes, and then just stick the tape to like your thigh. It's much better than sticking it to your pubic area. But this is all I have left because I went through so many. So I promise you will use it. If not, your kids will need gauze in the future. So I would definitely do that. Now this is weird. Now this is for your shower and for other things, mainly the shower. My husband was home with me, but at a certain point, I do just want to take a shower by myself. So this is my daughter's hanger. So if you have kid hangers, it works too. But they have this thing on Amazon for women who have just had breast surgery that goes around your neck so you can hold the drains there. I didn't buy that because I knew that this was just going to be temporary. So, and I'm broke. So, either get this kind here. This might actually be nice because it's smaller. You can fit both drains and have more room. I used this because of the hooks, and the drain is going to go, like you're going to hook the little part and the bag's just going to hang off. And it's nice to put both of them there. And then I have a shower door, hang that on, and now the drains are just connected to me, but I can wash myself. The first time you should have somebody help you and hold the drains for you. But if you want freedom and you have a shower door, get that. If you don't have a shower door, I've heard people say that they literally will tie like a shoestring around their neck and then hang them off of that, or hang a hanger off of their neck. Or you can just go on Amazon and look for, like, I think it's for the breast surgery drain holders. Literally just type that in and you can probably find something that would be more useful. But if you're on a budget, use a hanger. The most important thing that I will say waste money on is a binder. This is what I came home in. This is what the hospital gave me. This is the surgery. I still have it. I used it up until about a week ago, off and on. It loses elasticity a lot easier. Plus you came home in it, and even if you wash it several times like I have, it's just not going to be good anymore. It's also pretty small considering the area, like the incision and all that stuff. So it does its job, but the best purchase I ever made, and I'm gonna put a link to this for sure. Amazon is not paying me, but they can if they want to. This is the binder that I bought, and it is a life changer. Like, I wear this when I leave the house, even today. So it has this part here where you'll see it in the Amazon with the lady, but it's mesh, so it breathes. Like, it's really nice. It breathes. You're not too sweaty in that area. And then it has these extra parts so you can make it tighter. I find that if I put it down towards my incision more, if I put these right over the incision, especially if I have the Maxi pads on, this is where this comes in handy, because you have these on while you have, like, I don't have them on now, but while you're still literally healing and bleeding everywhere, put this on your incision and then put this beautiful thing over top of it. And then when this is under the skin, you put this part right over the Maxi pad and it holds everything in place. So nice. I went to Walmart and everything with my 3-year-old and I didn't have to worry about a single thing. So I will do a plug for this because this thing is a life changer. I will say, order a size bigger than what you think you're going to be. I am around a extra large now. But well, I'm about a 2X. I'm still like 250 pounds, but this is a 2X, and it's perfect. Like I probably could have gotten a size bigger, but this is perfect for me. So that's just, I'm a plug in for that. Things I don't have on here is safety pins. The hospital did not give me any. They said you can safety pin your, we'll just look at my horrible handwriting so you have something to look at. So safety pins, they didn't give me anything at the hospital, but they told me that I can safety pin the drains to my clothes. I don't even have safety pins in this house for some reason. I don't know why. I do have like clips and stuff, but I found honestly granny panties. So not trying to be funny, but depending on what kind of underwear you wear on a daily basis, just go to Walmart and buy some cotton, huge granny panties. Don't get boy short. Don't get high cut. High cut is, it's a hit or miss. Just get good old fashioned, like full coverage granny panties, because they're going to be the most comfortable thing you're going to wear while you're recovering. Who cares what you look like while you're recovering? You're beautiful anyway. But I found, like, in the third video that I posted, I showed that I was wearing sweatpants outside and you couldn't tell. So what I did is when I go to the bathroom, I would tuck my drains into my binder so that way I can, sit down and do my business, and my underwear went up over that. So when I'm not in the bathroom, when my underwear goes up over the binder, or that white binder over there, when it goes up over the binder, I would put the drains in my underwear and let them just sit there. But if you have a pair of granny panties, they hold together, and then you can walk around your house and be free. Or get safety pins and pin them to your bra. I don't know. It's up to you. The next thing is going to be vitamin E oil. I actually ran out because I used it so much. This is only after the glue comes off. When the glue comes off and your legit incision is bare to the world, start putting vitamin E oil on it. This is what I have left. I ran out of pure vitamin E. I got it from Amazon. It's expensive. But this cocoa butter, I got it from Food Line because I was desperate. You see, I'm still using it. I use it every time I get out the shower, until I buy some more vitamin E oil. So, just get something with vitamin E in it that's going to help with scars. And it really does. It's making my incision not look so angry. They say pure vitamin E is better. I went through the whole bottle of vitamin E within the first 2 weeks after it fell off. So this is what I have left, but it does help after the shower because, like I said, you're itchy. So you can use this or you can use that. I would use both. Just my personal opinion. Now, also, I said body pillow. If you don't have a body pillow, you're missing out. But a body pillow is actually something that is going to be insanely nice. After I was on the couch for the first week, I wanted to sleep in bed. So my husband ended up like using body pillows and a pillow wedge that we have for my daughter's bed. And he basically blocked off this section for me. But surround yourself with body pillows because you still have to sleep on your back, especially if you have the drains in, or at least even one drain in. You still got to sleep on your back. Don't try to sleep on your side. Even now at 6 weeks out, sometimes when I'm like rolling over from side to side, I feel a pull. So just be careful. But surround yourself with as many pillows as you can. If you don't have a body pillow, it really does help, and it helps to put it over your stomach if you're going to cough. It feels great. This is for only the first couple of days, the cough drops and mouth spray. My mother has this kind of mouth spray. I think it's Bactrine or back something. But it helps with dry mouth because for the first couple days, you are going to be insanely cotton mouth, and nothing you do, no amount of water or Powerade you drink is going to make you feel like your mouth's not going to die. So I would definitely get some cough drops or mouth spray. So the next thing is for just in case you're like me and you don't listen to the surgeon. I was feeling great one day, and this was about 2 weeks ago. My husband got me the Ring Fit for the Nintendo Switch for Christmas. So I was using that up until surgery, and I was feeling great one day, and I didn't have to have the binder on, and I felt like I was healed. I felt great. So I was, me and my daughter were playing. She likes to do the whole Ring Fit thing with me. So I was like, why not? Let's try it. I only did one level, which for those who don't have it, you jog in place the whole time. And then at the end, you fight like these little monster things, and you have to do like workouts. So it was the equivalent of 10 squats. I didn't go crazy, but it was just 10 regular squats. And then I had to do like 5 sit-ups. I didn't go crazy. I just did 5 sit-ups. And then there was the jogging in place and some arm things. I was, felt great that day. I was doing some housework. My daughter got on my back and I played horsey. Everything was fine. About 4 hours later, I went to the bathroom and noticed that I was bleeding out of my side, my left side. And about an hour after that, I was in excruciating pain. And I mean, like, it felt like the first day when you come home from surgery, but without pain meds. So, needless to say, I still had some Percocet left and I took them. I called the surgeon and told them. They told me I was supposed to take it easy, not to do any workouts or any housework and stuff like that. And I just don't like to listen. So do yourself a favor, and for the first 6 weeks that you are out of work or that you are recovering, don't try to do any workouts. I know we want to continue to lose weight, and I've already plateaued again. So I can't wait to start working out with my new body and being able to do the things I wasn't able to do before, but I need to wait even now. So do yourself a favor and wait. Long story short, I ended up going to the surgeon. They said that it was fine. There's nothing they can do. Even if it splits open, they won't restitch it. They will basically pack it with gauze and Neosporin and call it a day. So she told me this on the phone, and then I went in anyway because this lasted for about a week. I was in so much pain that I had to sleep on the recliner again. I had to hold my side every time I stood up or sat down. I could barely walk. It was just a one section, but it hurt so bad. So this is what they told me to get, and this is what I was using up until about maybe last week. It lasted for about good 6 days, maybe. So I'd say about last week is when I stopped having to use all of this, and it's healed now. It's fine. I'll show you it in a second. But she told me to get some of the Bactine pain relieving spray. So when I got out of the shower, I would put some of that on, or throughout the day. I had this in my cabinet anyway because of, my 3-year-old gets boo-boos a lot. So I have this anyway. So just get this, or an off-brand version is fine. So this really helped me for the pain and the stinging. I also went back to using antibacterial, and I went back to using gauze pads, and I went back to using that. So I basically went back to square one for almost a week. Neosporin is the main thing she said to get. I do not have it because I used the entire tube. I actually went through 2 tubes of Neosporin. Just a regular kind. It was gross. So do yourself a favor and don't do that. So other than that, for now, that is about all you should need. Really just the stuff that's on the counter, and like the things that I said before. Get some granny panties, get some safety pins if you don't have them in your house like me for some reason, the cough drops. Basically, other than that, I'm 6 weeks out and I don't use any of this anymore after my boo-boo, except for I use this, and I still use my daughter's Aveeno just because it still itches because it's healing. So I still use that. And then when I do wear jeans, like yesterday I left the house and I didn't wear my binder. I was fine. It was really, really hot, so the thought of wearing a binder on top of everything didn't sound appealing to me. So I left the house, we ran some errands, and I came back and I was fine. So she did tell me at my appointment that I made, which was my 1 month, it was on May 13th, so about 2.5 weeks ago. She told me that I didn't have to wear the binder anymore. So, but I have a muffin top now because, you know, it's not a tummy tuck. So the top part of your stomach will be, you know, still chunky as it was before. So I will wear the binder, but above the incision, just because it will help to flatten out, she said, if I want to just continue to wear it. So I keep saying she because the nurse talks to me more than the surgeon does. I only see him for follow-ups, but his nurse practitioner lady, she is the one that I communicate with. So, but other than that, I will do real quick. I'll show better in the 6-month follow-up. But this part right here is the part that I was talking about. You see that really, really purple area? That is what I split open. And this is like my little dog ear, but it was in this area right here that somehow I ended up splitting it open. You can see there's still a scab right there. That wasn't there before. And that is where I was oozing and everything from, and I couldn't even touch my stomach without crying out in pain. So, but now it's healed, and I still put like a little band-aid over it once in a while, just if I scrub too hard in the shower or something. But other than that, yeah, that was my boo-boo. So in the next video, I'm gonna do a 6-month follow-up. I mean, not 6-month, in the next video, I'm going to do a 6-week follow-up, so look for that, and I'll show you my stomach and everything. But this was just to help everybody who's about to have the surgery, some things that I wish I would have thought about, and some things that I found out about along the way that my poor husband had to run to the store and get. So just have some of these things on hand, so that way it'll be a lot easier for you. And yeah, thank you for watching.